Hello class, I am here to tell you more about testing and classifications. Let's start with language proficiency. The main purpose of language is to be able to communicate. Next, we will show you 4 models of language proficiency.
Grammatical competence, which includes the mastery of the sound system of a language, its syntax, and its semantics, as well as knowledge of vocabulary. Sociolinguistic competence, which includes the mastery of the use of appropriate forms, registers, and styles of language for different social contexts. Discourse competence, which includes the ability to connect utterances in a meaningful way and relate them appropriately to a topic. Strategic competence, which includes the ability to compensate for breakdowns in communication.
This student is using social language in a classroom where the teacher expects you to use academic language. Just because the ELLs know social language doesn't mean they know academic language.
When taking the home language survey, it is good to inform parents and guardians about the programs because they may have misconceptions that may influence their answers, which can lead to students being placed in the wrong program. There are 2 types of standardized language tests. Discrete point tests assess mastery of phonemes and morphemes units by asking the student to distinguish between minimal pairs such as ten and den. Despite the inadequacies, they are sometimes used because they are theoretical, political, and practical.
Integrative tests. These tests attempt to assess an individual's ability to use a language for communication by understanding both linguistic and social contents of a language. One example is closed testing, where a student is given a passage and asked to fill in the blanks. There has been a growing trend towards clearly stated standards because of federal legislation and funding. This has given rise to efforts to determine what ELLs should know and be able to do. One such effort is WIDA, which was created in 2002 in response to No Child Left Behind Act. Language proficiency assessments should include multidimensional approaches in order to profile a child's full linguistic repertoire. Standardized tests like the STAR are high-stakes tests given annually to measure students' performance in reading and mathematics. States cannot opt out of testing second language learners. Minorities have been overrepresented in special education settings and underrepresented in gifted settings. The court case Diana v. State Board of Education in California gave minority students the right to non-biased assessments. Also, IDEA, or Individuals with Disability Education Act, requires providers to consider cultural and linguistic issues when they identify and evaluate children for disabilities. A few of the programs ELLs could be placed in are Sheltered English, ESL, Bilingual, Dual One-Way or Two-Way Language, and Pull-Out.
Created using Powtoon.